G'day blokes and shillers, and welcome back to part 2 of East Coast to West Coast, Newcastle, New South Wales, across to Perth, Western Australia. Now we're kicking off about 20k west of Port Augusta in South Australia this morning. Bit gloomy, bit wet. So we're going to grab some breakfast and have a cuppa and wait for Animal Hour to get going and gone, and then we can get going and going. So sit back, relax, let's hit the bloody road, eh? Oh, Animal Hour, for those that don't know, sunrise, sunset. That's when the animals are moving around the most, and they don't care if you're a big car crossing the road. They'll still jump in front of you. Let's settle down and enjoy the view. Get ready for the halfway mark across Australia, one of my favourites of anywhere in the country, the Great Australian Bight. Let's enjoy, see what the day holds for us today. Here we go, one of the highlights for me of the trip. Look at it, blokes and shillers, check it out. We've made it halfway across Australia. Yes. Now as you can see, there's plenty of room to stretch your legs full up. You can make this your base camp, get the tourist photos you want, and then hit the road again. And of course, go and see the pink galah. There's plenty of stuff to do around there for a couple of days. We're on a mission, so we're just going to hit the road again and keep cruising. See what we come up against next. The next highlight coming up for me is the Nullarbor. One thing I'll make you aware of, the size of this truck on the left-hand side. There's a road train. When they get moving, they don't like to stop, they don't like to slow down. So if one comes up to go around you, just back off a little bit, let them cruise around you, because obviously they're going faster than any of these roads are that straight and long. If they have caught up to you, you're going slower, let them pass. It's just common courtesy. Just a little tip if you enjoy your trip a little bit more. We got a little bit more excited than we should have for this part of the trip, I think. A T-intersection, blokes and shillers. Check it out. We had to turn the steering wheel a full lock or more. Oh, yes. Like I said, these roads are that straight. We started getting excited for bends, and when we saw a full-on corner, we actually had to use a blinker for. Oh, anyway, let's just keep cruising. Another thing to watch out for out here, there's a lot of farm and mining equipment on trucks. Wide loads. I'll slow it down here for you. Check that out. But yeah, we did see quite a few of them out here, so be prepared. Watch out for the pilot cars. If they point you off the road, move over. And let's keep on rolling. Got asked a lot about the condition of the roads for this trip. As you can see, the roads are bloody beautiful. You'll see the whole trip pretty much. As soon as you get out of the city from Newcastle, it actually improves right across until you come into WA. And one more thing you got to get used to on this trip is everyone bloody waves. You got to wave, wave, oh, wave there. Everyone you pass waves. It's unreal. I actually like it, but sometimes your arm gets bloody sore when you're coming into a packed bloody town, you know what I mean? But it's good to see. Just be prepared. Have a bloody wave. Alright, here's the answer to a big question, blokes and shills. I get asked a lot of this trip. I mean a lot. It's usually the first one I get hit with. The price of fuel. So let's talk about it, shall we? We're on the biggest trip with the most expensive fuel bill of the trip. So these little towns aren't too badly priced. If you pause it just back there and have a quick look, you might see the price back then. But there, the country towns are alright, so I found you fill up there. Top up your tanks, jerry cans, fuel drums, whatever you've got. Get your fuel ready for the Nullarbor trip. Because when you get onto the Nullarbor, it is expensive. And that's where we found pretty much the whole trip is the only real pricey fuel. We pulled in there and just topped up. So we had plenty to keep going along the rest of the trip. But here we are, the Nullarbor. Sort of a bit hard to believe that a couple hundred metres to our left is water. Here we are coming up to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. It's a nice little roadhouse. Got everything you need. You can pull up there for the night. We've got dongers and accommodation, showers, toilets, everything you need. Caravan park with dump points and everything. Wi-Fi. It's another thing we'll talk about. Phone service. Look at that beautiful old Nullarbor. The old servo right there. Just to the right. Still standing. Bloody magic. And as you see, the accommodation and everything, it's quite a large little facility there. Yeah, I got nothing for that. But it's there. We got to see it. Anyway, we're going to top the tanks up. We'll hit the road again and catch you at the Great Australian Bight. Now I truly understand, blokes and sheelers, the true size of our country we call home. we call Australia. Now, blokes and sealers, when you're on a big road trip like this, there's certain things you have to do. On the Nullarbor, do yourself a favour, take a little turn off or two and have a look at the Great Australian Bight.
No more time. Can we make a move? Overthinking, you and I. What do we have to lose?
Blokes and sealers, we're back and we're at the South Australian WA border. Quarantine stations right there near that truck. They'll check for fruit, vegetables, plant matter, a few other things as well. So there's a restaurant, it's a 24-hour fuel stop here, nice big Shell, and of course the big Kanga. G'day, Skip. The size of the bloody jar of Vegemite that bastard's got.
Under pressure, no more time. Can we make a move? Overthinking, you and I. What do we have to lose?
Check this out, blokes and sealers. Keep an eye out for that aircraft sign if you do this run, because these white lines up here are actually the start of a runway. The Royal Flying Doctors Service and a few others use this road as their runway, and up here on the right hand side you can see where there's some vehicles stopped there. That's where the ambos and that pick up or drop off. It's pretty cool to see. Anyway, time to pull up and have some dinner. Dinner, we did the usual 1 or 2 hours on the road. Just put that in slow-mo to stretch it out a bit, because this is the end of part 2. We made it into a little town called Cocklebiddy. Yeah, you heard that right. Cocklebiddy. Roadhouse and accommodation. And anyway, you'll see that in part 3. WA. We made it. Made it this far anyway. Are we going to make it to Perth? you're going to have to wait till bloody part 3, aren't you? Cheers, you mad buggers. I'll catch you later, blokes and shills. Don't forget, say good day to a bloody stranger, yeah? Hello.